Look at this heavy weight steadily pressing down onto a soft, fluid-filled cylinder. This exact mechanical process is happening to your body right now. Upright posture places your spine under the relentless downward force of gravity all day long, compressing your spinal column to the point where you might be a full centimeter shorter by the time you go to bed. The structures absorbing all of this force are the soft, spongy discs sitting between the bones of your spine. Under that constant, static weight, they slowly leak their internal fluid into the surrounding tissues. This cross-section of a spinal disc reveals a unique biological trap. They are completely avascular. Because they lack a direct blood supply, they rely entirely on external pressure changes, a physical squeeze and release to pull in nutrients and push out waste. When you sit still at a desk for hours, you lock the spine into continuous downward compression. The fluid is squeezed out, and without a release in pressure, fresh fluid and nutrients are effectively blocked from entering the disc, starving the tissue. Your discs cannot feed themselves while pinned under your own body weight. Reversing this daily starvation cycle requires a precise mechanical intervention, a deliberate action to physically counteract the relentless pull of gravity. The most direct way to unload the spine's weight is to simply grip an overhead bar and let your body hang. But the state of your muscles during that hang dictates whether or not the spine actually decompresses. An active pull-up fires your large back muscles, which stiffens your entire skeletal structure. A passive dead hang requires you to consciously let your entire body go completely limp, shutting down the nervous system's resistance. In a true dead hang, your own body weight gently pulls the spine into traction. Without the surrounding back muscles fighting back, that downward force isolates the spaces between your vertebrae and physically separates them. This microscopic diagram of the inside of a spinal disc shows us the exact chemistry of how traction works. These large stationary molecules are called proteoglycans. They carry a fixed negative electrical charge, which generates a constant inward magnetic-like pull on the free water molecules in the surrounding tissue. Under normal standing conditions, gravity overpowers that magnetic pull. The moment you enter a dead hang and lift that heavy external compression off the spine, the internal pressure of the disc drops sharply. Once the internal pressure falls below the threshold of those negative electrical charges, water rushes inward. This process, known as Donan equilibrium, can restore up to 18% of a disc's fluid volume within just a half hour of decompression. A passive hang is a specific biochemical trigger. By dropping the internal pressure of the spine, you force an avascular structure to forcefully drink in the nutrients it needs to survive. Transferring your total body weight onto the ligaments of your shoulder is highly effective for a normal joint. For someone with overly stretchy joints, that exact same load will overstretch the shoulder capsule and can trigger a partial dislocation. You have to map your natural joint mobility before ever attempting a dead hang. You can do this in 60 seconds using a diagnostic standard called the Batten score. This matrix illustrates the 5 specific flexibility criteria. Give yourself 1 point for each side of your body where you can bend your thumb back to your forearm, extend your pinky past 90 degrees, hyperextend your elbows, or hyperextend your knees. You get 1 final point if you can place your palms flat on the floor with completely straight legs. A total score of 5 or more out of 9 indicates lax connective tissue. If you hit this threshold, unsupported hanging from a bar is entirely off the table due to the high risk of shoulder injury. If you are hypermobile, you can achieve the exact same spinal unloading by switching to intermittent inversion therapy. Lying on a slant board at a gentle 30 to 60 degree angle removes the shoulder joint from the equation entirely, safely delivering traction to the spine. Full traction works, provided the mechanical force you apply respects the structural limits of your connective tissue. While you sleep horizontally, your spine spends hours fully unloaded. Without gravity compressing them, your discs spend the night soaking up fluid. You wake up with discs that are highly turgid, fully swollen, and operating under peak internal pressure. Because the outer fibers of the disc are already stretched tight from that overnight swelling, applying heavy mechanical traction in the first hour of the morning places them under severe stress. You must wait at least 1 full hour after waking before attempting a hang. You also need to avoid hanging directly before heavy spinal loading, like barbell squats or deadlifts. Traction creates a temporary elasticity in the tissues, which slightly reduces the passive stiffness you rely on to stabilize heavy weights. This daily timeline chart plots the internal pressure of your spine. Use the steady, sharp climb and compressive load during a continuous 2 to 4 hour block of sitting at a desk. Inserting a brief 30 to 60 second passive hang at this exact peak drastically drops that pressure back to baseline, successfully reversing the midday height loss. You do not need aggressive marathon sessions to see long-term results. Accumulating roughly 20 total minutes of traction per week, broken up into short daily bursts, is enough to maintain fluid flow and preserve the elastic properties of the spine. Random unstructured stretching yields random results. Successful decompression requires a precise schedule that specifically intercepts your spine exactly when internal pressure peaks. Creating a pressure gradient in the spine is only half the equation. When a disc acts like a sponge, the fluid it pulls in is drawn directly from your body's extracellular water pool. If that pool is low, the rehydration mechanism stalls. Chugging plain water won't build robust extracellular volume. The physical transport of fluid across the tough outer walls of the disc relies heavily on fluids that supply carbohydrates alongside mobile ions, particularly the sodium found in unrefined sea salt. The disc itself is built on a dense collagen framework. Maintaining that physical structure requires specific amino acids, like glycine and puroline, which you can source efficiently from gelatin or slowly simmered bone broth. Passive hanging offers dynamic relief for compressed tissues and manages the daily squeeze of gravity. It does not dissolve bone spurs, permanently reshape your skeleton, or freeze the aging process. But by combining daily mechanical traction with precise scheduling and targeted hydration, you supply the exact biological inputs your spinal discs require. You are giving an avascular structure the physical leverage it needs to outmaneuver gravity and feed itself.